Hello my dear friends, my name is Sanne and welcome back to another beauty video. Today I have a full monochrome purple look for you. We're doing literally everything purple in this look. We have some glitter and glamour going on and it's just very funny and exciting. So let's quickly get into this tutorial. Okay, let's quickly get started with the base of the makeup. So I'm gonna try at least. Wow, why isn't it working? Okay, I'm gonna use the Essence Fix and Last Makeup Gripping Jelly Primer to prime my face. I'm gonna do a quick and simple base for you so we can immediately get into all the color. Trying to use up the absolute last bits of my Catrice foundation and it's been splattering everywhere, so I'm really trying to get... Look, that's what I mean. Just like air gets stuck in the thing, I guess, and then it just splatters foundation literally everywhere. So I'm really just trying to use up the absolute last bits so I can get rid of this one. This is the Catrice All Matte Plus Shine Control Makeup. Just trying to even out my skin tone a tiny bit. Anyway, I mainly wear foundation to cover up the redness in my cheeks just to make it a tiny bit more even. Especially when I'm going in with a bit more of bright colored blush, then I think it looks weird if this is like, why does it keep doing, the flower is not a face. I'm right here. Anyway, then I get redness over here and I place my blush over here and then it looks just weird when this is like a nice cool color and then this is like red. I don't know, it just looks weird, so that's why I mainly use foundation. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer Satin Finish, covering up the redness. Let's quickly blend all of that in. Now we can go in with some powder to set everything, so I'm going into the Essence All About Matte Fixing Loose powder. Applying that all over gently. Then let's do some eyebrows. So I'm going in with the Essence Brow Powder set and I'm just filling up those brows a tiny bit just to get some color back into them. And then let's set those hairs in place using the Kruidvat Shape Up Brow Lamination Gel, which is just a nice clear brow gel, but I really like the shape of the brush for it. I first want to go in with a bit of a bronzer to add a tiny bit of color to my face, just bronze up those edges a tiny bit. So I'm using the Essence Kiss by the Light Illuminating Powder in shade 2 Sun Kissed, which is basically just a glowy bronzer. So that's how I use it. And I use bronzer in approximately the same way I use contour. I'm just going along the edges, making sure I have some color in my face and a tiny bit of a glow. Then I want to go in with blush and I want to make it a tiny bit purple, but I'm first going to go in with the Moira Signature Ombre Blusher in the shade Soft Berry. This is the most purplish toned blush I have. And I'm going to create a bit of a base with that, and then on top I'm gonna go in with purple eyeshadow to really make a sort of purple blush. So I'm going in with this one, really just the tiniest bit because this one is really pigmented. This is already with like the tiniest amount. Anyway, I'm going in with my Beauty Bay Bright Matte palette because I want to go in with some eyeshadow to add some purple blush. So I'm first gonna go into these warmer shades. I'm going into Sugar Plum, just absolutely slightly with the fluffiest brush I can find. I'm just adding the tiniest bit and then blending that out. And then I'm going into the lightest purple shade over here, Live In for Lavender. Also absolutely slightest bit, and that's, I'm gonna drag a tiny bit more down. I think that's a great combination of colors and it's really starting to look a bit purple. And then I'm applying that same purple to the nose. Also going in with a tiny bit of that warmer one. And that's how you get purple. Why do you... I am so fucking sick and tired of this flower. Is this better? Maybe. So now we're gonna go onto the eyes. So I'm applying an eyeshadow primer first, and I'm using the Milani eyeshadow primer in nude. I'm pretty sure this is the only color you can get, but I've been using this recently and I'm really enjoying it so far. I like that it feels more like a wax. Like it's really tough to get out of the tube, but then when you rub it out on your skin it gets like softer, more liquidy and easier to use. You do have to make sure you really cover every single part of your eye though, because with this one I've noticed like if you miss a tiny bit around the edge over here, for example, you are going to see a difference between where you did and where you didn't put your eyeshadow primer. So then it's gonna look really patchy. I also don't know if it's better to like spread it out using a brush. I just always use my fingers. I've always done that. People with more experience with this one just tell me. I think I'm going in with the Cara Beauty Bloom Into You palette. And I'm first going into the deepest shade, which is Dreamer. I'm gonna put that in my outer corner. And with the eyeshadow, I'm gonna create like a quite simple blended out wing shape, basically. Like something I do quite often. And then we're gonna add a few tiny fun things with graphic liner. But not too much because we have so much purple going on. We don't want to overwhelm, you know? Then I'm grabbing a brush that's a bit fluffier. And I'm going into this shade called Blooming. I'm going to use that to blend it out. Just gonna go back and forth between those two shades just to build up the perfect outer corner. I don't think I'm going for a winged out shape. I'm just gonna make it like a bit round. I'm more in the mood for that now that I'm looking at it. I mean, this looks great. Of course, don't forget to go underneath the eye. So now we're going into the lightest matte shade, which is Lavender Sky. And we're gonna go right over here in the inner corner of the crease. Now we're gonna go into a few shimmers. I'm going into this deeper shimmer, placing that right next to that deeper matte. Basically to create a tiny bit of a base for the shimmers, you know. Then I'm gonna go into some... There's literally foundation everywhere. Oh my god, it's in this palette as well. Anyway, I'm gonna go into my purple eyeshadows from Chaos Dirt. And I'm first gonna go into the shade... What shade shall we do? Just the shade Christmas Wizard. And I'm just applying that on the center of the lid. And I like that we're doing the shimmers a tiny bit more cool toned. It creates a bit of contrast between the mattes and the shimmers, even in such a monochrome look. So the next shade I'm going into is Scared, which is a lighter purple. And I'm applying that on the inner corner of the lid. Some lovely shimmers going on. And then I'm gonna go into the shade Whimsy, which is a bit of a translucent purple shimmer. And this is again a bit more warm tone, so you have a lot of contrast between the shimmers, and I like that a lot actually. I'm applying that in the inner corner and then going a bit upwards, up onto the lid. And I just apply my shimmers with my fingers always, because I like them to be a tiny bit messy and all over the place. I don't really need it to be precisely applied with a brush, you know. Okay, so we have this look done. Just gonna zoom in a tiny bit more. Eyeshadows are done. We have a beautiful purple, completely purple blend going on. Then I want to go in with an eye pencil just to blend my waterline into the look. And this is the Max & More makeup pencil in the shade Mighty Purple. Just applying that to the waterline. And then for funsies, I'm gonna apply a purple mascara to the lower lash line. Just the lower lash line, because I do want to put on a normal mascara and lashes on the top lashes. So I'm using the Mina Color Mascara in 482. It doesn't necessarily pop because of course it's purple on top of purple, but I think it's just a really nice little detail when you look at it in a close-up. Then I want to go in and basically recreate one of my own older looks. I did this look where I just had a general blend of colors, which is what I have going on right now, of course. And then I did these fun dotted liner and then put multichrome flakes on top. And this time I'm going to do something similar, but I'm going to use purple liner and then put multichrome flakes on top. So let's do that. So I'm going into my Bowitzki UV liner rainbow block. And of course I'm gonna go into the purple shade. I'm gonna start on this side. I'm gonna start with a very small dot. Let's go in with a dotting tool, shall we? Okay, so I have the dots done, and that final dot I'm gonna make into a liner. Like that, we have 1 row of dots done, 3 more to go. You've seen me create it, so I'm just gonna quickly do them and then I'll get right back to you. Okay, we have the liner applied. So now I'm gonna go in with some flakies to put on top of it. And these are by Shall We Makeup in the shade Whisper. And I'm just gonna grab my little mirror. And I'm gonna try to put the flakies on top of this liner. But yeah, I'm just basically placing more and more flakies on these little dots that I created. And that's it, that's all I'm doing. So creating some nice shimmery shininess. So I'm gonna finish that and I'll be right back with you again. Okay, so the flakies are on. As you can see, we just have a lot of sparkle going on. I like it. So we're gonna quickly finish up this look. So I'm first gonna go into some highlighter. And because I want something fun, I'm going into the Vain Beauty Star Radiance highlighter in Pink Quartz, which is always one of my favorites. It's really sparkly, really bright, really fun. And since we're going over the top anyway, why not do a fun highlighter as well? So now I'm gonna do my lips, and this is basically why I want to do this video in the first place. I have some very cool lip products, some very cool lipsticks in 2 very cool purple shades, and I want to use some of them, of course, to make this fully monochrome. So I'm first gonna line my lips with that same color we used on the eyes. So let's line our lips using that eye pencil. Anyway, we got the lip liner on, so we're going in with the lipstick. And as you can see, I haven't used this one yet. It's completely new. It's beautiful. Let's put it on. This is so fun. I think I have everything done, so I'm just gonna put on mascara and lashes and then I'll be right back with you with the finished look. Okay, hello besties. I'm back with the finished look. I am so obsessed with this purple lipstick. It's so pretty. And it matches that eyeliner that I used so well. Look how gorgeous that is. Anyway, the look is finished. As you can see, some lovely, lovely sparkles going on. It's like multi-chrome, so it shifts a bit, not really in this lighting, but it does. We have purple literally everywhere. The blush could have been a tad more purple, but we also don't want to overdo it, so I think it looks good. Anyway, this is the finished look. I applied the Kiss My Lash But Better lashes in the style So Real. And of course my Essence Another Volume mascara, just better. That's the finished look, So we got ourselves a monochrome purple look right here. I love doing these. I love doing monochrome looks. I should do more. This is it. This is the finished look. If you enjoyed, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you want to see more from me. If you want to see even more from me, my blog, my socials, my gaming channel, and everything else you need to know about me is all linked down below, so you can check that out as well. That's gonna be it for me today. And thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Toodles!